What is up, beautiful Virgo friends? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. That's me. That's my channel. I'm so happy to have you all here with me today. Cross-watchers are welcome. We are here to do your monthly spread for November. I can't believe it's November already. Wishing all my Virgos a very happy Scorpio season, as well as Sagittarius season as we head in there towards the end of the month. Let's see. What do you need to know about this video? As always, they are going to be general messages. That means not everything I say in this video will resonate with all my Virgos out there. My sometimes very critical Virgos. Be nice, guys. Be nice. No, I'm just kidding. I'm teasing. But please, only take away messages for your best and highest good, and you will know intuitively what those are. If something I say doesn't fit your circumstance or scenario, you can release it. You don't need to take on that energy. But as always, I welcome you to come into this with an open heart and an open mind. Sometimes messages will resonate for you, Virgos, later down the line in a few days, a few weeks, even in a few months, right? We're shooting for the month of November, but if something rings a bell later on, and if it resonates, take it and run with it, okay? It is my intention here to help you, to give you guidance, to give you some wisdom, to give you confirmation on what you're already thinking or feeling. I want this to help you. That is my goal. Everything else you want to know about this video will be in that description box below. That includes the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Check me out if you are interested. Other than that, if you are seeking additional messages or more clarity, check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. There will be a link in the description box below. It'll help you figure out how to do that if you don't know. Let's hop in for my Virgo friends. Your energy presenting in the month. All right, we have King of Swords. So card of Aquarius. It could also be Libra or Gemini. Something about this is like coming off as the student having acquired some sort of knowledge or having put up a long endurance of like a fight to prove your point or get your way. Let's clarify it. So it's being clarified by the Seven of Cups. Okay, so a decision has certainly been made. Seven of Cups is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It's water energy. It has to do with our emotions, what's going to feel the best, what's going to make us happy, what's going to bring us joy. So if there was indecision in the past, if the King of, I almost said King of Pentacles, that's interesting. I mean, Pentacles is sort of you, Virgo, but you're not the king. Anyway, if the King of Swords is coming up as the decision maker, I would entrust this king to make a good decision. What's interesting, though, is because it's being mixed with water and swords, it is seeming like it's a head-over-heart decision. I hope that resonates for some of my Virgos out there. Let's see what else we can get on this. It may have to do with planning something for your family or some sort of social event, a birthday party. It could be like a work party. It could be like Thanksgiving, it could be Christmas, it could something like that. Some sort of social gathering where people would be metaphorically exchanging cups. So exchanging love, exchanging emotion. Interesting. So you had the snake and the heart come out. Cancer also had the snake come out, and it was a lower vibrational energy, which is not always how I read the snake. And actually, with the snake, the first thing I got was a surprise. Like, it comes out of nowhere, like a snake in the grass. But I don't necessarily think it's bad. In fact, I think it's the opposite with the heart. Yeah, something about love and emotion. I don't know if you're planning a surprise party or, I mean, it could be planning some sort of proposal or engagement, making some sort of speech or declaration. Swords can be communications. So, yeah, interesting. It's like, it's secretive. Whatever has been planning or the decisions or the options on what's going to make you happiest. I don't know if you're announcing that to a group. It could be something like announcing that you're leaving your job to pursue your dream or your love of something else. And yet, if that's the case, if you've been applying to other jobs, I think, again, in metaphor, it's like slinking through the grass so you're not seen in snake-like energy. You wanted to announce it. You wanted to have clarity and even enlightenment, not just for yourself, but for other parties involved when it was the right time. So I think going into November, if you're still in like planning mode, organization mode, like getting your ducks in a row, essentially, again, of like the future of what's going to make you happy, which way to go, which route to take, you're following your heart. And there's something about this declaration of your truth, of your, ultimately your emotion, your emotional truth, your intuition. There's something about that. Again, it's something very, I don't know if finite is the term, but the announcement of when it happened, it had to do with the proper timeline. You weren't ready to come forward and make the speech, make the announcement, fight for whatever, fight for the justice or whatever. Or, with swords, it could be severing something off, right? Severing off something that isn't in alignment with your heart. I do want to say, for the most part, I'm not really getting bad energy off this snake. You have double sevens here. So something about temperance might be important. I don't know if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, or you may have Sagittarius in your chart. Yeah, and this breaks down to a 6, so the Lovers. Going towards what you love. And if this isn't resonating, it could be someone, again, at a social gathering making some sort of declaration about their truth and love and what they're moving towards. So, interesting. All right, it's a little bit foggy for me there, so let's move on and see what else we can get, and maybe that will come into play a little bit more. All right, so your challenge or focus. There he is. There you are. The Knight of Pentacles, Virgo. All right. So the slow and steady wins the race, course of action. So when I see this as a challenge or focus, it means you want guarantees, or you want results very quickly. You want speed. You want to rush the process for some, right? Not for everyone. But this Knight will get the job done. He's very reliable. But counter to that is you need to be very patient with this Knight. We're working with Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It is your card, as we said. So yeah, it's like seeds don't become trees overnight. Sorry, Virgo, my camera froze there. So yeah, slowest moving Knight in the deck. So it will not be rushed. This process, this commitment, this plan, this organization, it's a slow process that could potentially be leading up to something great. You're sitting in King energy, which I really like. So let's see. The underlying energy is the 7 of Pentacles. All right, so you have a lot of sevens. Sevens in tarot typically are moments of where you are analyzing a situation of, is it worth it? Emotionally, what do I want to invest my heart, my time, my energy in? What is going to bring me the most, I was going to say wish fulfillment, but what's going to bring me the most joy in my life? Do I go down this path with this person? Do I go with this career over that career? Is it worth the risk, essentially, of the emotions that will be involved, when I think you are making some sort of strides and changes here, cutting something out, or I am just getting like declaration, declaring something that you want, something that you're willing to fight for, your truth. And so then with this 7 of Earth, this is wondering, like, will the seeds that I've planted grow? Will I see the return on my crops that I've planted, in metaphor? So double Earth energy here. And so, sort of double clarifying or underscoring, if you will, the idea of slow. It's going to happen very slowly, and that's going to be a source of frustration, I think, for some of my Virgos. You may be waiting on hearing results from someone else. It may be like you've done your part, you've spoken your truth, you've sent your email out, you've submitted your resumes, or waiting for the return on something is what I'm getting, and it's sort of out of your hands. It's like you've vocalized whatever you've needed to do. You've made the movement forward, right? With Knights, they bring change and movement into our life. But yes, something about whatever you're going towards, whatever is in alignment with your heart, it's not entirely up to you, like the fate or the end result. I don't even know if I want to phrase it like that. But yeah, it's like, as long as you show up and do your piece, ultimately, it's up to universe. It's up to, those immediately involved in the situation of where this is going to go. I'm curious. Let's find out a little bit more about this Knight of Pentacles. So, this could be romance for some of you. It could definitely be career. Frequently, Pentacles, it has to do with things in the tangible realm, right? Things you can reach out and touch. So your home, your house, your job, your physical money, your possessions. It could even be your health, your body. What is on this Knight of Pentacles mind here? What is Virgo headed towards? I feel like there's been a lot of preparation and there's been a lot of planning for this. It's like you knew the day would come, and I really think that's what this is. I think this is like an announcement of some sort of truth again among a group. What is this Knight of Pentacles headed towards, or what is on his mind? What is his goal? We'll say that. What is the goal of this Knight of Pentacles here for my Virgos? Okay, so that came right out. The Queen of Pentacles. All right. So this is a card of Capricorn. I just watched The Witch the other night. This looks just like Black Phillip. For any of you who've seen that movie and get that reference. It's a great movie, but it's pretty disturbing. Anyway, Queen of Pentacles is usually the, again, Capricorn, or the card of the mother. Family dynamics, legacy, long-term. Again, we use the seed as a metaphor for the pentacles. So even I'm sort of getting Empress vibes. So it could be moving towards who you want to build your family with. And if it's not that, it could be stepping up to be like, to excel in your career. And if that's resonating, it might be some sort of career that is, for lack of a better term, like very motherly, very nurturing type of energy, or doing something that it might literally be in nature or involve something like, involve something in nature. And if it's not that, it's some sort of like motherly, I do want to say like motherly career, you know, a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, a nanny, somebody who kind of dotes on someone to make them feel better, or to help raise them, or to give them advice, or, yeah, I'm very much getting kind of like teacher vibes, which is interesting. So maybe you left some sort of career that was very cold and sterile, almost like working for, I don't know, like law enforcement, or I don't know, maybe you worked in like the justice system, to choose something in alignment with your heart. And that does have to do with some sort of career that either helps to nurture others, or even like nurtures the planet, animals. It could be working with animals or something like that. And yeah, it's something that I think you've been, what term did I use before? Getting your ducks in a row for a while. I don't know if you have a lot of experience in this career, though I feel like you do if you're presenting as a knight and then into a queen. There's progress here. There's like a raise in pay, or a raise in title. Again, pentacles can be physical money. So yeah, I mean, this could simply be that you're looking to make more at your job, right? You go from the knight to the queen, and again, slow and steady wins the race over time. This, you know, the analysis of, will it grow? Will my bank account grow? Will I get the next job title? Will I get the promotion? It could be something like that. But for a lot of you, it does feel like either starting a family, or again, starting some sort of career, or even side hobby where, again, that, for lack of a better term, just that nurturing position. It's going to be a little bit different for all of you. We'll throw one more clarifier on it, but although I will say the bottom of your deck is the tree. So immediately that speaks to me about roots, setting down roots, and again, very much tied to the idea of family. So if it's not, you know, mother, father, child, brother, sister, however you view family, it could also be work family, leaving your legacy in terms of like the mark you leave on the planet, essentially. Or trying not to leave your mark on the planet, right? If you're an environmentalist, right? Yeah, there's something about settling down roots, firm, steady roots that will grow over time. And yeah, like legacy, generational throughout the years, be it family or some sort of career. Or, I mean, relationship. I mean, maybe this is a proposal. It's possible. I was sensing that at the beginning, but then it kind of tapered off here. So, I mean, for a few of you, it might be some sort of proposal of marriage, but I'm not going to overly go into that because it's not the story that's coming to the forefront of this reading anyway. All right, so that's going to be your challenge, is patience and acquiring, again, that pay raise, or that job, or that promotion, or something about raising up, escalating, that's going to be the challenge. And all these cards speak to me about earth energy. So Potentially the speed at which it is happening is going to be very frustrating for you, but forewarned is forearmed, right? So if you know this in advance, Virgo, then I think you can kind of bypass the frustration and just be like, okay, it's part of the process. It is what it is, right? The universe has got me, like, as long as I show up and do the work. And you will, because these are the worker bees of the zodiac, right? If you show up and put on your game face and do the work, I think these seeds are going to bloom. I mean, literally, they're seeds now, right? And then boom, sunflowers. They will bloom into something lovely. And again, something that brings you joy. I think of the sun card when I look at the sunflowers. And I think in your energy going into the month, you're still deciding what's going to bring me the most joy. Well, I think it's when these seeds pop, whatever that is for you, right? Whatever work you've been doing, you want to see the results of all the efforts you put in, and rightfully so. Make it known. Something about that is coming through here. Both these cards are about vocalizing something, sharing your idea, being honest and truthful with yourself, even if it isolates you or even if it puts somebody in an uncomfortable position. What these cards are encouraging you to do is to be honest with yourself and to speak your truth. As long as it comes from your heart space, again, your intuition is going to guide you here. Your truth needs to be brought up to the surface, like up and out. That's important here. Again, at one time it was like a snake in the grass, kind of slinking through, purposefully going unnoticed. It's not so much trying to get away with something, but trying to not be the center of attention. It's almost unavoidable now. It's like you're up on the horse, bathed in sunlight. Again, sunflowers, bathed in sun for all to see. It's something like stepping forward with your truth is going to help you acquire whatever this is for you. Again, motherhood or nurturing or something. Maybe some of you are trying to become moms or, again, start families. All right, so what is the help available to you? Interesting. All right, the 5 of Wands. Passion. What are you willing to fight for? What excites you where you don't mind extending that extra bit of energy to make your dreams a reality, essentially, right? Wands are all about our fire, our passion, what excites us, what inspires us. This can sometimes be a card of healthy competition, right? But it's very active, right? You can kind of feel the energy in this card. Now, 5s in tarot are sometimes tricky energies. They're imbalances, they're uneven, but they're opportunities for growth and for lessons. Agents of change and chaos is one of my favorite tarot readers always refers to 5s as. And they are, right? We get past the 5 of Wands because we've put in all our effort and our energy to fight for what we believe in, to prove our point, right? To speak our truth and fight for it, essentially, in this. And then we move on to the 6 of Wands, which is a card of victory. It's very much like a knight riding up on your horse for all to see through the parade, and everybody looks up at you and just they're awestruck by your achievements, essentially, right? By your accomplishments. So that's what's coming in. The help available to you is essentially keep pushing through, keep fighting through. Like, don't throw in the towel yet, Virgo. It's not time. Whatever this is, it's not time to give up, even though the rate at which it is developing is painfully slow for you. This is saying keep showing up, keep putting in the good fight, okay? There will be returns on your effort. Oh my goodness, Virgo. Hell yeah, I love that. So the underlying energy for, as I was saying, all this energy and effort that you've been extending for long amounts of time, the underlying energy is the wish fulfillment card. Your wishes, your dreams, you're helping to make them a reality. And what's so nice is, like, we can talk about wish fulfillment all day, right? Wouldn't it be great and wouldn't it be good? But what's so crucial here is that you have cards of action. This is a card of action. This isn't sitting at the window dreaming of what it could be like, right? This is doing that, yes, and then going out and making it happen. Again, all this earth energy, the worker bees of the zodiac, as I said, you're putting in the work. That's what's so crucial here. So I guess what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way is, like, don't be so hard on yourself, Virgo. Like, you're making huge strides, even though it may not feel like it. It's like what is that expression? the watched pot never boils. That's what this is. It's like something is simmering. There is action. It's something, I just heard like kinetic energy. So it's like it's all in potentiality right now, but there's going to be some sort of shift. And that energy it's going to bring to life whatever that wish fulfillment is. Again, that dream career, that family you want to build, moving to that house, whatever this is for you, right? It's so beautiful and lovely. Like, it feels so good just to look at it. Some of you might be traveling, or again, something involving nature or animals or water. I did a reading for a Virgo not too long ago, and he worked in some sort of system. It had to do with like purification of water. So I mean, yeah, for some of you, if that resonates, take it and run with it. All right, so what is your advice or guidance, Virgo? Guys, come on. 10 of Pentacles. I love it. All right, so I'm not the type of tarot reader that likes to be like, you're going to win the lottery. You're going to win the mega bucks. You know, your Prince Charming is coming right now. Like, but this is a very good card. So I'm not going to like lie to you. It's a great card, especially if this is a career and finance spread for you. It's the 10, right? Again, legacy, long-term. Something that is lasting and successful over generations. It's a card of family. The dogs here represent loyalty. And then we see the generations. You have grandpa and mom and dad and the child, right? So again, also a card of family, the seed. The seeds we plant in the earth, right? So that could be metaphoric for relationships that we want to last throughout the years. Or our business endeavor, our career, the growth and like the healthiness of our wealth, of our money, of our tangible goods, and more importantly, like I shouldn't say more importantly, I'm sorry, but the things we value most in life, right? I'm not here to tell you what you should value. That's up to you. But your guidance is to focus on that. It's really kind of manifestation is what I'm getting. How I was saying, you're not just sitting at the window dreaming about it. But what's so important is like, that's a crucial step. You have to know where your heart is in alignment, or what your heart is in alignment of. What is it that you desire? What is your wish fulfillment? So that once you know, once you've dreamed it, once you've essentially communicated within yourself, almost magician energy of it exists internally. Now I want to bring it external and create it. Again, like potential energy into like kinetic, making it real and alive. This is actually going to do it. This is going to build it. This is creating it brick by brick, piece by piece. I just heard follow the yellow brick road. Maybe some of you are going on some sort of major journey or, and if it's not physical travel, it could just be like a major life cycle in which you're more in alignment with what you want and you're really focused on the future. So advice or guidance is keep focusing on that. And like, as cheesy as this sounds, the way this is presenting in your spread, this is almost your, when you go in on a job interview and someone asks, what's your 10-year plan? That's sort of what I'm getting here. So if you resonate with that, if you're going on job interviews and you're looking to make it in your dream career, maybe jot down, what that future looks like. So if someone were to ask you, like, what's your elevator pitch for this? What's your 10-year plan? You have some answers in your pocket, Virgo. You're ready. You're prepared, right? So the underlying energy for 10 of Pentacles is the Tower. Interesting. All right. Something about unshakable. Okay, so some of you may have tried to go after this career in the past and it didn't work out. Something about this like slinking away, or it could even be something about the embarrassment or the shame of not succeeding the way you had hoped something would, or not wanting to admit what it is that you truly want. Being embarrassed that you studied to be a lawyer and then you realized halfway through you wanted to be, I don't know what this is. I was going to say like an actress, which I don't usually get with the 10 of Pentacles, but maybe. I mean, she's the Queen of Money, right? So some career that is potentially quite wealthy, for lack of a better term. The Tower is the underlying energy, though. So it's almost like the Tower is what's influencing this ability to, like, live large and in charge. That's such a cheesy phrase. But so I'm wondering, if you guys have already been through some significant tower moment that caused major life changes. Maybe you lost a great sum of money. Or again, you're having to make some really important decision about like emotionally where you stand on the matter now. Cutting something or someone out, something or someone out of your life that doesn't serve you so that you can proceed forward with clarity and fight for what it is that you want. You're fighting for your wish fulfillment. And again, for most of you resonating with this, your wish fulfillment has to do with this, whatever this card represents to you. Family, long-term career, success, having children, buying a mansion, buying a sports car, right? I mean, I'm not here to criticize whatever it is you dream about. Just because something has a certain like denomination or value attached to it, that doesn't make it any less important, right? Everybody has their own ideas of what their wish fulfillment is, right? So you do you, Virgo. I'm not here to tell you why. But I am getting that like the tower for a lot of you represents something you view as a failure in the past. And I say it that way specifically because you don't realize this tower came in to bust you free of something you were stuck in. It could have been a job that you lost. It could have been a relationship that you felt like you lost or slipped out of your hands, slipped through your hands. But the tower comes after the devil, right? So when the devil appears, it's comfortable and it's sometimes easy and it's fun, but it's not for our highest good. It prevents us from growing and developing as a person, right? So the tower comes in essentially to bust you free. It's liberation, right? So that you can heal and grow and then go after whatever it is that you were meant to. It's like the tower came in to set you back on that right path. Because I think some of you maybe gave up the fight a little bit. You wanted to slink away because something didn't work out and you were embarrassed by it. And again, because the help available to you is like, put in the effort, put in the energy, show up to the table. Because if this is what's coming into you, don't you want to fight for that? You don't want to just roll over and be like, oh, I can't. It's too hard. I can't. Woe is me. And that is not your energy, Virgo. I don't mean to like poke fun at you, but like you have some really amazing cards here. These are fantastic cards. And let us not forget your knight, right? Really, really amazing cards. I can't even show them all to you. There's so many. Whatever this tower is that rocked you, you need to start looking at it as a lesson. Something that while it was difficult, it was necessary for you to go through because it almost... something about it like flicked a switch in your brain like lightning. Something became true. Something became clear. Even with this king, I'm almost getting like a lightning pole. Like he holds it in the lightning and it revives him. It rejuvenates him. It illuminates him to go after what he or she is destined for, right? Whether you're male or female, right? That's pretty incredible. All right, Virgo. Well, it sounds like you have a lot ahead of you in the month of November. Figure out what this is to you. Like, what is your 10-year plan? Like with a wink. I don't know if that's for all of you. For a lot of you, it has to do with like the organization of your wish fulfillment. How are you going to achieve this? Again, the tangible steps and the action, the movement you're going to take to achieve all your dreams and wishes. All right? That's what I got for you, Virgo. Let me know what resonates for you in the comments down below, please. Like, share, subscribe, and like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon for more tarot readings. Bye!